You are listening to Single Smart Female, Romantic Fairy Godmama Edition. This show is brought to you by Irresistibility, expert help for women with online dating. Are you experiencing inbox crickets or real-life crazies? It's not you, it's your online dating profile. Let us help you do online dating that leads to real-life love and romance. Go to helpmeonlinedate.com and we will send you the first 2 video chapters of our program for free.
Welcome, Single Smart Females. Jen and Jen here, your Romantic Fairy Godmamas, coming to you from Romantic Fairy Godmamaville.
Oh, yes.
Reaching you around this world. Great,
Here
big, beautiful, gorgeous world, helping adored women around the world date and love in a way that makes them extremely happy.
Ooh.
Extremely happy. Okay, so we have a topic today, and it's a very important topic. A topic that is near and dear to my heart. To my heart. Can you tell where I'm from?
My heart.
My heart.
We'll go on and on.
Okay. Are ambitious, intelligent women destined to be alone?
Jen, this episode is going to be so short.
No, you're not.
Okay, thanks. Check back with us next time.
Yes, we'll see you next time. Have a great day. I do want to say, though, there's a lot of information out there that is telling you to the contrary. Jen brought me the other day an article, and I've seen multiple articles telling women that men prefer fragile, not as intelligent women to love and do life with. And you may have even seen evidence of that. Mm-hmm. I will concede to that. But the truth is that this is all bullshit. This is not what's actually going on. It's not that men prefer these type of women. They are actually highly attracted to ambitious women, to intelligent women. But there is a disconnect once we step into the dating and relationship portion. And men are, I'm not saying they have no fault in this whatsoever, but they're being ripped apart in these relationships. There's a couple of things happening. So the first thing is a lot of these women will hyper-focus their attention on this guy because they're afraid that there's no one that's ever going to make them feel this way because they're intelligent women. They haven't explored chemistry with different types of men. So they do this hyper-focus thing, which shuts down energy when a guy hasn't decided that you're the one yet. So that's the first thing. Do you know what the second thing is?
It's time for me to guess?
Yes.
That they don't like your hair.
Yes, that's it. It's because they do not like your hair. Your hair is the reason.
Oh, man.
Your hair is the reason why you cannot, as a ambitious, smart female, have an amazing relationship. You are definitely destined to be alone.
This is why I put so much time into my hair. I'm kidding.
You're pressing on all of my insecurities with me and my fine hair over here.
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you. It is not indeed your hair.
I know.
But it is the interactions between a man and a smart, ambitious woman, because what we do tend to do is fault find. So once we get impatient, we fault find. Instead of exploring our options, we hyper-focus our attention on him. And then all of a sudden, when we're fault finding, if he's not reacting exactly the way that we want him to, we start calling him out on it. We call him out on everything. It's not something that you should never do, because we definitely need to call out bullshit. But if it's your only go-to, and we women are really, really good at it, it's something I used to do all the fucking time with my ex-husband, the chance of a long-term relationship is next to nothing. Why? Yeah. You want to know why, ladies? Because men thrive in 3 things. So we thrive in a lot of things too, and those are really important. But you're not going to get to those 3 things if you're not willing to give this to a man in return. So they thrive in 3 things. They thrive in your appreciation. Men these days get very little appreciation and acknowledgement from the women in their lives, or any women, because we're very hesitant to give that. Okay. They also thrive in you being proud of them. They thrive in your pride. Specifically, men want to make you happy. Now, I've said it again and again and again. I'm going to keep saying it. They cannot make you happy, but you can let them contribute to their happiness, which is it's an even exchange. Okay, you make you happy, but you can let him contribute in certain ways. So he wants to feel like he can make you happy. He's still got the little boy piece of him too that wants you to be proud of him. He wants to feel your respect for him. If he never sees any of that, if all you ever do is point out what he's done wrong and never what he does right for you, he doesn't feel that, okay? Even if you think it, he doesn't feel it. You actually need to acknowledge it. And then the third piece is once you get into the sexual portion of your relationship, he wants to be desired by you. He wants to be sexually desired by you. Just like we freak the fuck out when a guy doesn't want us anymore sexually after we've been with him for a long time. We freak out, ladies. And I know we say we don't, but we do. We really freak out when all of a sudden he doesn't want us. They really want that attention from you because it means a lot to them. They're just as insecure as we are. When it comes to body image, it comes to all that kind of stuff, they don't talk about it at the level that we do. But he likes for you to sexually desire him. So I don't want you to go at him from the beginning with that, unless you're just a highly sexual woman and that's your MO. If that's you, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But if you're a woman who wants to let him get to know you first before you engage sexually with him, that is a piece to remember to continue is having fun with him sexually and letting him know how attractive you think he is.
Yeah. And, some of these things can be communicated really easily and simply. Guys don't hear how much they're appreciated. And I like to tell every man that I notice something they've done that I appreciate. I like to tell anybody. He could be an 80-year-old man holding the door for me. And I like to say, I really appreciate that. It lights them up.
It does. It does. And you'll start noticing where men are trying to do this for you instead of being pissed off at them for trying it. Maybe it's not exactly the way you want it, but at least appreciate them where they're at and then lead them where you want them to go. And that's how you start to, with your appreciation, you teach them what you really want. So he might start small here, opening a door for you or doing something or just paying for dinner and trying to take care of the details and stuff. And maybe he didn't get it exactly right. But you appreciate the portion that you really loved, and then you start leading to the other portion through appreciation.
And Jen, how confusing is it for men that some women are irritated by you opening their door, and some women feel like you're doing something wrong to them by opening their door, but other women want you to open their door. So a man doesn't know what the heck to do in that situation.
Yes, there's, and I know ladies are going, oh, poor men right now. Here's the thing. I don't feel like poor men anything. I want to make that very clear. But it is a very confusing world to live in when dating especially, is a man is wired to want to make you happy, but every woman, it's another instruction book, a complete manual that is it's thicker than shit to have to learn.
Each woman by herself.
Exactly. Yes. And what one woman likes, another woman hates. So you may Jen might love red roses, and I might think that that's the fucking tritest shit ever. I don't, but that's just an example. And he, instead of her being willing to speak up and tell him what she wants and lead him and appreciate him and continue that conversation, she gets pissed off at him for not getting it right. Now, I do understand if you've actually communicated legitimately, not passive aggressively, legitimately communicated in a fun, playful way, or even sometimes in a direct way, or even not even sometimes, but even in a direct way, and he still doesn't listen to you, that's a completely different scenario. That's not what I'm talking about here. But we women say that we're such great communicators, and the only thing that we're good at communicating is our disapproval in men. That has to change. And you can do this with your coworkers. You can do this with the guys you're dating. You can start appreciating the little things men are doing for you and watch them start stepping up more and more, and quit being pissed off at them, because them doing that for you isn't because they don't think that you're capable of it. It's just the way they're wired. They want to make you happy. So let them. You can be a card-carrying feminist and still let men adore you and do things for you. And it doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't mean you owe them a damn thing except for your sincere appreciation. Now, as much as I get on to women for this, and by the way, of course, I did this when I was a lot younger. You should have seen, not that my ex-husband didn't deserve certain pieces of it. I made him feel and emasculated him at a level that he had no room to grow if he had the potential to. We have to accept as women how influential we are over men. I know we have lots of evidence in this society that men are the prize, and that we're talking that men are superior, but we've come so far And what's been covered up this whole time is how influential we are. So if you start to look back into history of all the great men in this world, the one common denominator you are going to find is in a woman that they were insanely in love with right by their side. The woman that they couldn't live without. And she was a smart, intelligent woman, regardless of what her position in society was. She was a smart, intelligent woman that inspired the hell out of them. And that's what inspired them to their greatness. You, as a smart, ambitious woman, are now in a place that you can take over the world. You can start to disassemble the rest of the sexism and the things like that by understanding your influence over men. You don't have to stay in this position that it's just us against them. There is, I talk all the time about the whole front line. We needed this front line throughout history to start speaking up and breaking down the patriarchy so that we had our outstanding women who were on that front line, who were up there shouting, getting stuff done, making shit happen. But there's an infiltration process that's going to help take the rest of it down. And that's what you get to do as an adored woman. Not only do you get to have incredible relationships with men, you get to start changing their mind about the status of everything and start to play with that wiring of them wanting to love, cherish, adore you, respect you, and make you happy. You get to use that for the advantage of all women.
Yeah, Jen, I just want to encourage women out there to let all of your inner beauty shine. And when I say inner beauty, I mean more than just, that you care about people, your quirkiness, your brilliance, your knowledge, the facts that that when we're talking about intelligent women, that inspires men. You have a different viewpoint on a subject than he does. He will want to hear your viewpoint. He doesn't want to shut you down. He wants to be intrigued and challenged as well. I know so many intelligent women who have men that they are in long-term relationships with or they are married to. That inspires him. Don't hold it back. Let it out.
Your intelligence is incredibly sexy. I think about my husband all the time, and I think of how many positions he's come around on, not by me attacking him, but by me allowing him to be where he was at, and then me inspiring him by being willing to speak up about what was important to me and what I believed in, loving him along the way as he started to come around. You are extraordinarily, even if you get pushback, you are extraordinarily influential in a man's life. Even the men that you think are completely shut down. My dad's a good example. He's come around an immense amount because women are that powerful. I was very closed-minded growing up and you would see a huge difference in what he thought women were capable of then versus now. It's so different. And what he thinks a woman should be and how that has evolved and how he has grown into appreciating me more as the type of woman I am, even though he was taught that what a real woman was completely different. And that comes from, instead of us just yelling at them and telling that it's wrong. Again, sometimes we need that. If you're ever backed into a corner, you fight your way out. Verbally, whatever you need to do. I'm not saying that, but starting with the appreciating him where he's at and then leading him where you want to go is so fucking huge. Now, the original question was, are ambitious, intelligent women destined to be alone? And the emphatic answer is no. Hell fucking no. But we do have to take it upon ourselves if this is important to us, if having a relationship is important to us, understanding that we need to tweak the interactions that we've created with men so far. We need to understand not only where they're coming from, but give ourselves permission to explore who we are romantically, which I teach you how to do through Mantourage dating. If you want some more information on that, remember Mantourage dating is dating more than one man at a time until you meet your forever man. You're going to prove to yourself that men are highly attracted to and want to have long-term amazing relationships with this type of woman more so than any other type of woman. But you can go to mantouragedating.com. That's MANTOURAGE dating.com. And I will send you a free ebook for you to dive a little bit more into that to understand it better. But the biggest piece of all of this is if you want love, you can have love. You don't ever have to change who you are. You can be as feminist as fuck. If you learn to interact with men differently, in the infiltration mode versus just on the front lines. You can be on the front lines too. I want you to know that and understand how influential you are on men, and then start to study this way of dating that I'm teaching you. The possibilities are truly endless to drawing in the love that I know you want.
This show is brought to you by Irresistibility, expert help for women with online dating. Are you experiencing inbox crickets or real-life crazies? It's not you, it's your online dating profile. Let us help you do online dating that leads to real-life love and romance. Go to helpmeonlinedate.com and we will send you the first 2 video chapters of our program for free.
Thank you, Lover Girl, for joining us on this Romantic Fairy Godmama edition of Single Smart Female. Don't forget to text this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends, as well as visit us at singlesmartfemale.com.
We'll talk to you next time.
And here's to you having everything you want in life and love.